Vlad may have frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and run with it. Hey, everybody, welcome to Tiny Towns at High Noon. I'm Todd Rowland. I'm your host today. Along with me is our usual AEG crew. We're going to start with Josh Wood, the developer of Tiny Towns.
Hello, everybody.
And designer of Santa Monica, which you can get right now on our online store. Also, we have Vlad Oriana, who runs the show here.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Vlad. All right. And of course, John Zinzer, the captain of the ship.
Hey, everyone.
And John's going to want you to captain your own ship in Dead Reckoning pretty soon. We'll talk about that a little bit later today as well. We also have the designer of Tiny Towns, Peter McPherson.
Howdy.
AEG COO, Ryan Dancy. And of course, our special guest for today, Sarah Shaw.
Hi.
We're so glad to have you, Sarah. So, but we'll talk a little more in just a bit, but we'll go ahead and talk about Tiny Town. So as we play, we are playing Town Hall mode, which means I'm going to be drawing resources for you. After every second resource on the third one, it will be player's choice, where you'll get to pick any resource you want. If you have not already, go ahead and deal yourself 2 monuments and then choose 1. Josh, as always, the ones we do not use are the Obelisk of the Crescent and Opalized Watch. Is that correct?
No, it's Opalized Watch and the Star Loom.
The Star Loom. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I've got the backup here. All right. And we are using a couple of cards from Fortune. I'm going to let Pete explain that in just a moment, but I will mention that one of those cards, the Jeweler, we're going to treat slightly differently today. In the Jeweler, it says, when constructed, you spend a coin, and if you can't, then all other players gain a coin at the end of the round. Well, since we can't know who has or hasn't, we're simply going to treat this that it simply can't be built unless you have the coin to spend. So it requires spending a coin in order to construct it. That way we don't run into that issue today. And Pete, would you like to explain the rest of Fortune rules?
Sure. And speaking of Fortune, you can actually deal yourself 2 monuments just from the Fortune monuments if you want, since we don't play with those quite as often. Always fun to play with a Fortune-related monument. So the way Fortune will work is you can earn these coins, which are worth a point at the end of the game, and a coin can also be spent to place a different resource than whatever Todd flips from the deck. So anytime he reveals a resource that you would really rather not place, you can pay a coin if you have one to place a different one. And now you have a little chessboard that you should take out that holds 4 coins for a max of 4. And the way you earn coins is by constructing buildings 2 at a time. So you get one layout, leave it there on your board, get another building layout, and then trigger both of them at once. That will earn you 1 coin to store in your chessboard. It's worth noting that some of the monuments, like the one that I drew, have a little coin slot here that allows you to hold an extra coin, which is handy. And I will go over the setup with you really quick. So for our blue building, we have the cottage as always. Red building is the orchard. Our gray building is the millstone. Our orange building is from Fortune. It's the parsonage. The way this one works is it's worth 4 points if it's adjacent to a fed cottage at the end of the game. But when you construct a parsonage, you have to have exactly 1 coin for every cottage you currently have. You don't have to pay those coins. You just have to have the right amount. So if you had 2 cottages, you would need 2 coins when you build a parsonage. Otherwise, you lose all of your coins. So you don't want that to happen. The tavern is our green building. And then the jeweler, which Todd just went over, is our yellow building. So that is a mandatory coin. You must pay it when we're playing in Town Hall mode here. And then the warehouse is our black building.
Okay, and I would like to say hi to everyone on the chat. Thank you for joining us. David, Amy, Mike, Emily, Tori, Leslie, Thomas, Mike, Julian, Alex, Kurt, Ernest, James, Alice, Alex, and Damien. Thank you for being here today. And please remember to like and share the stream so more people can see it and we can give better giveaways. And today we also have a giveaway, Todd, so we need to start thinking on those questions.
Oh, we will. We will. Sometimes we discover them along the way, but we will definitely be giving out some good stuff today. But I'm going to go ahead and kick off the game without any further ado. Our first resource is going to be glass.
I see that Jen in the chat is saying she doesn't have some of those cards. If you want, you can just deal yourself a different orange and yellow card from the base game and play along with us. Totally doesn't matter. If you do want to play with these fortune cards and fortune rules, you'll just need to find some pennies or some other token to use as coins. Remember that you can only hold up to 4 of them. And then you could take note of the building layouts here where the jeweler and parsonage are on the side of the screen.
Yeah. Todd, I'm going to ask you for 1 second. I will put big versions of those cards on the screen.
Awesome.
So people can have a last look at them if they have any questions.
Hi, Sarah. It's nice to finally actually meet you. We're friends on Facebook, but I haven't.
Yeah, likewise.
Where are you located?
I'm in Ithaca, New York. It's in upstate New York.
Okay, yep, I know what's that.
Yeah, Cornell University is located in Ithaca. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
a great town.
It is. It's gorgeous. That's what they say. Ithaca is all gorgeous. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right, because you're here a New Yorker as well, aren't you?
Thank you,
Yep.
Todd.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's go on to the next one. It's a brick.
Rick.
I think the parsonage orchard combo in this setup is diabolically difficult.
No, I kind of did that on purpose. Although I will say I kind of forgot about the whole jeweler thing. Because Pete and I often play with the jeweler where it's just mandatory. We do that a lot. And so, and also I typically never give other people coins on the jeweler. So I kind of, I let that space.
All right, everybody. Our first player's choice. Any resource you like.
It started off glass and then brick, right?
Glass,
Todd?
brick.
Yes.
That's right.
It's also worth noting for buildings like parsonage that you can resolve your buildings in either order. Like, let's say you have a cottage ready to go on your board and a parsonage. You can build a parsonage first if that would be the better move for you. So however you want to resolve your buildings.
So I think Richard is on his first visit to our game. He's saying that tiny towns is such an interesting concept for a game.
Thanks, Richard.
We agree.
All right. Next up is wheat.
Pick a wheat, get a wheat. That is the rule of
Same here, John.
Iron
Same
law
here.
of tiny
pick a
town.
wheat, get a wheat. Every time.
All right. Following that wheat, we'll have stone.
Ooh, stone is good.
No duplicate so far. That's good.
Stone is good.
Unlike
Did you
wood,
set the time like that so no one would
right.
yell at you?
Right? Still
What's
have
that,
a nightmare.
Josh?
I was wondering if Todd stacked his deck so there was no duplicates so far, just so no one would yell at him early.
Not at all.
No, I wouldn't put it against him. That's a good start, Todd. We all are happy right now.
Player's choice.
I have a question from Kurt on the chat. He's asking, can you remind me how is cottage fed?
Yes, so cottage is fed by orchard in this setup. So orchard is going to feed all of your cottages in the same row and column as that orchard, and it feeds them at the end of the game. Doesn't matter whether you make the cottages first or the orchard, just make sure your cottages are fed by the end.
And that was a player's choice after that, if you didn't catch that. All right. Next up, we do have a repeat. It's a stone.
Ooh.
Nice. That's the repeat I wanted.
That is not a helpful repeat for me.
Can't confirm. Not helpful.
All right. Well, let's see what we get next. Maybe it'll be a little more helpful. How about another wheat?
Wheat is good.
Good
That is
stuff.
exactly what I wanted. Todd, you shouldn't be giving me such good resources this early on.
Uh-oh.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Following that, of course, is player's choice.
I'm building 2 parsonages at the same time.
I'm building
Wow.
a cathedral and an orchard. So
Wow. We're building 2 parsonages. I am gonna.
Now, while you're building those, Sarah, you recently, for lack of a better term, sort of burst on the board game community scene with some TikTok reviews and things.
I did, yeah.
So what got you doing that? When did you start?
I started in February, I think. No, not February, March, when we went into lockdown and I started working from home. and I was like, what can I kind of do on my downtime on TikTok? So I started making board game videos because I didn't know what else I could do on TikTok. I can't dance or sing or anything else. So
You're not
so it
alone.
just kind of blew up from there. I didn't expect the reaction I was getting, to be honest. Yeah, pretty cool.
That's really awesome. That is really, really
Nice.
cool.
You kids today with your TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, 1
Well,
minute.
I just like the approach that Sarah had, where she was like, "Oh, I can't sing or like dance, so but I still have to do something on TikTok."
Right.
There's not the option to do nothing on TikTok.
Right.
And was there a big
dick
board
must be
game
cocked.
community? Was there a big board game community on TikTok when you started?
Not that I've noticed, because I've been tagging board games, tabletop games, and stuff like that in my videos, and have not attracted a lot of people from what I can see. Since I started making them, some people have contacted me and have told me that they've since joined TikTok, but when I first started doing it, I didn't really see many board gamers.
You're a trailblazer.
Yep.
That's right.
Absolutely.
All right, next resource up is wood.
Good one.
Ooh,
Good one.
first wood.
Ugh.
Good to go early.
And speaking of that, if they wanted to find you on, if someone wanted to find you on TikTok to watch your videos, what would they search for?
Puffindor. So that's Puffindor. So that's like two Hogwarts houses merged together. Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like that on all social media channels, right? Or just
I'm sorry?
Twitter and you're like that on all social media channels, or just Twitter and TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, but board games in a minute on Instagram. YouTube, I haven't yet been able to make my own special URL because it hasn't yet been a month. But once that happens, I will. Yeah.
Fun.
All right, after that wood, we have another stone.
Ugh. Stony baloney.
Oh, all the sun.
Ugh.
And I have some comments from you on the chat. Daniel Saez is saying, Sarah! And then Amy is saying that it helps to have a summary of some of the newer games in a minute. Love your videos, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
They are pretty great. I mean, up until your videos, the shortest reviews were the 3-minute videos, right? There was that was sort of the
standard.
yeah. So
Now the bar's been set. Can we get it down to 30 seconds?
I think that's impossible. I'm building a millstone.
All right.
I actually don't know. I actually don't know how you do the reviews in that short of time. Just like the way, like just to.
It doesn't happen in 1 minute. It takes me at least half an hour to make one video because of the number of takes it takes me. So yeah, mess up once, gotta start over. So
after that stone is player's choice. Whatever you'd like.
All right, building an orchard and a factory. So it begins.
It begins.
In
Warehouse.
Orchard and a warehouse.
Mike
Warehouse.
is saying Sarah creates some great overview videos. Super happy to see her here.
So how's the board game scene over in Ithaca? I know there was one friendly local game store. Last one I was there a couple of years ago. But
I mean, it's really great. It's really great. So I run a meetup that's on Wednesday nights. Of course, it's all, on a moratorium right now. Then there's a other Thursday night group, and there's, a little bit of overlap, but not too much. And then Cornell has their Friday night meetups. So yeah, it's a pretty big gaming community here in Ithaca, actually. And we have a really great game store as well. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To make the trip out there when everything's opened up again.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Safe.
I mean, to be stuck somewhere, I'm lucky to be stuck in Ithaca. It's a really great town. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next is brick.
Rick.
Okay, I'm building a tavern.
Building a lot of single buildings there early. That doesn't get you the free money.
Oh no, I built two things at once before. I built my monument and my orchard at once.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. After that brick, we got another wheat.
Woo.
Good stuff. These have just been perfect calls so far, Todd.
I'll do what I can.
They are pretty good.
And lastly is player's choice. That's the last call of the first run of the deck.
First line ready.
So I'll start shuffling.
And now it's a
And
good moment, Todd, so I can ask you. I know we're running a new Smash Up promotion because the online store has been moving since the beginning of the morning.
quite an exciting promotion. This was one that was asked for, and the response has been great. Right now, if you go to our online store at alderactstore.com, you buy any Smash Up expansion, you will get another. Oh, Vlad?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see
All
me?
right. You buy any Smash Up expansion, you'll get another Smash Up expansion for free. So just go there, put in your cart, and it will take off the other one. So it's a 2-for-1 on all our Smash Up expansions. And if you buy 2 Smash Up expansions, you'll get 2 free. So make sure you catch up, finish out all those factions, and get your set ready. Be ready to play some Smash Up, and that will run for a week. That deal is good for a week.
Limited time only.
Yeah, sorry, let me shuffle up just a bit. And in the meantime, I teased it a moment ago. John, do you feel like telling the folks at home about this little game called Dead Reckoning?
Sure, I'm happy to talk about Dead Reckoning. So Dead Reckoning is currently my favorite game that we are working on and or publishing. It is a card crafting game that uses a mechanic similar to the one that you find in Mystic Vale. Only, I guess we'll say only leveled up in Dead Reckoning. You actually have a crew deck, and the crew deck will level up over the course of the game, and you can also upgrade them with cards that you're going to buy during the game. You have a ship that starts off sort of your basic. I wouldn't say it's as bad as Captain Jack Sparrow's first ship from that first movie, but it's bad.
Doesn't sink when you pull into the harbor.
It doesn't sink when you pull into the harbor. But you can get off of that ship with style. So you'll be building up your ship. You'll be building up your crew. You can choose to sort of go after the pirate's life. You can be a merchant. You can be a privateer. There's just anything that you can think of in a swashbuckling universe. You can sort of go down that path and have a strategy to win the game and to build your deck and build your ship around. So
go the pirate way and sink the other players. It feels great.
We've turned Vlad into a pirate. He's such a mild-mannered guy until he gets into that game.
All right. Well, yes. So go to our website. It's alderaact.com/dead-reckoning.com. And from there, you can learn all about it. And you can go to the Kickstarter entry to sign up for alerts when it goes live. So
yeah, definitely get to that. Remind me.
Oh, yeah. Pete, I have a question from Amy. She's asking, she's curious, how do you earn coins with this setup?
With this setup, you earn coins the hard way by building 2 buildings at once. That is the only way to do it. So, yeah, I gotta tighten your belt a little bit.
All right, we're gonna start the second run of the deck. All the cards available again. The first one is going to be Stone.
Gosh darn it with the
Good draw.
I was like looking, I was like, wow, I have an answer for every resource except for stone. So
yep, that's straight into my warehouse.
I'm not ready to put things in my warehouse. I don't go to the warehouse early enough most of the time, so that's all.
You know the way I look at the warehouse, John, is you're going to eventually put at least one resource in it. So you might as well put the first resource that's called after you build it in there, because you can always take that one resource out.
Oh, interesting theory.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh.
More advanced Josh Tiny Town strategy.
Yeah, that's really smart.
That is some expert Tiny Town strategy.
All right, following Stone is some Glass.
Ooh, finally.
Yeah. Glass was the first resource named on this game, and until now, we have not had another Glass.
I'm going to totally ignore Josh's advice. And
that's dangerous. We know what happens.
Not put anything.
Z, how many wins do you have versus how many wins I have?
Oh,
wow!
I'm not saying that to shame you. I'm just saying that to just help you. I'm trying to help.
Josh's advice right now.
Sarah, you know, we are a virtual company. You could come work with us and stay where you're at. So you see the kind of crap that I have to deal with on a regular basis. The bar is very low for success as an employee at All Direct.
Never mind, thank you.
Wow. Okay.
All right, it's player's choice.
Mike is asking for a new Nightfall with card crafting.
Oh, that would be so good. That is an excellent. We actually had a thing a few weeks ago or a week ago, whatever it was. We talked about people saying, what games would you like us to bring back? And
Yeah.
Nightfall with card crafting would be pretty special, actually. I think that John
being
Clare,
able to change your links, that would be incredible. Just being able to customize the links.
Emily asked the question, do you have to spend a quirk? Which is, I'm always happy when people use the term quirk instead of coin. Do you have to spend a coin when you build the parsonage or just have it in your chest? You just have to have it in the chest.
Yep, 1 coin per cottage that you have when you build a parsonage.
All right. Next up, you wanted more glass. Here it is, another glass.
Nice.
I wasn't in the camp that wanted more glass, but.
So, John, there is something new with card crafting on Death Reckoning. Are we ready to talk about that, or people need to wait a little bit more?
I'm sorry. Something new with card crafting?
Yeah.
The
leveling system, the mastery leveling system. Or we're
the leveling up of your characters.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So in Mystic Vale, you have a card back that starts the game, and that card back doesn't do anything. In Dead Reckoning, you actually have 12 characters that are part of your ship, and they all start off at first level. After each of your turns, you get to draw cards into your hand, and then you are allowed to, my wife is sticking her tongue out at me. You are allowed to level up one of the cards in your hand. And so your crew gets better from we are getting better at the thing we do, which is on our card, on top of you making them better with the cards that you're sleeving them with. So it gives it a real nice sort of role-playing feel without being a role-playing game.
Yep. So if you ever thought that a card only had two sides, wait until you see that Reckoning and see how that can turn out.
Hey, what was the last call, Vlad?
Last call was a glass.
Was glass?
Yep. And following that glass, we're going to have a stone. Ooh.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing as good this round.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Stone.
Stone is good.
No, not happy with that.
Good. I feel like I have to put that into my warehouse. That is a shame.
Warehouse. So Sarah, what game have you been able to game during like lockdown at all? Like
yeah, for sure. I've been doing some like virtual gaming, also gaming over video chat. So if we have the same board game, there are some games that work really well over video chat, and so I've done a few of those like Runica, Tasty Humans, and a couple of others. I've also played some games on Board Game Arena, but also some friends who I trust who've been, social distancing, and I know they've been careful. I've been careful. So we've gamed together a bit as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
Player's choice, everybody. Player's choice.
Player's choice. That's exactly what I needed. I'm going to build a parsonage, but I don't have any cottages in my town yet. So what does that mean? I have 1 coin. Do I just lose that coin?
You lose that coin.
All right, so I'm going to build the parsonage first, so I only lose 1 coin. And then I will build a jeweler. And I have to spend, you know what? I'm going to build the jeweler first and spend the coin.
Yes.
That's the
only way you could do that.
That is the way to do it. Which is going to give me one of these cool little yellow buildings. And then I'm going to build a parsonage, which I am starting to understand what Ryan was talking about.
Yeah. Right? Getting that thing fed is a puzzle.
So it needs to be next to a fed cottage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cottages must be fed by an orchard.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Going to be
puzzle.
Really difficult. I am going to have a low score today.
Take this brick and see if that'll help any. Brick.
Yes.
So Catherine is Forza is saying that she's late to play, but she wanted to see Sarah. She loves your videos and has been following you on TikTok and Twitter since you started. And she loves your blouse.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So since I'm talking, I'm going to build a cottage and a jeweler, and I have a coin to spend to build a jeweler.
Yes.
Nice.
Constructed, spend 1.
Well, the nice thing about joining late is that we have all of the resources displayed on the screen, so you can just play along and catch up.
Yes, we do.
Or you can just start whatever. You
Or
can
we
just
can
start right now.
Yeah.
True that.
So I'm gonna say that to Alice too, because she's late and she just wants to watch today because she's late. But you have a chance to play and join us.
All right, following that brick, we have glass.
You and your glass.
I
It's
know,
interesting to see
heavy
our,
glass.
we're tracking our statistics on the views of these videos, and it's really interesting to see that even weeks after we run them, people are still watching them and replaying them. So I know there's some folks out there that they're coming in a little bit late, and they just going back and they're playing the old games, and that's why we're keeping them all archived and online. We really like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mike is saying that he has only been listening to the game, but he thinks that Sarah is just crushing everyone here. What do you guys
Ooh,
think?
wow.
God, no.
Sarah, you brought some real things with you today. I mean, we have never been heckled. We have never been heckled by our fans the way that the
Yep.
heckling is starting here.
Clearly,
No.
Sarah has a posse.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Follow her around.
How much did you pay them to come today?
Not enough.
All right.
Great answer.
Player's choice. Player's choice is next.
Player's choice. What am I trying to build here? Now I am confused. I confused myself. I don't want to put that one down. I really
You're
have.
welcome, Catherine. Thank you for coming, and we will see you again whenever you can.
Absolutely.
So, speaking of the fans and everything, Sarah, what has been the game that you reviewed that seems to have gotten the most attention, the most reviews?
Oh God, Tricarian probably.
Yeah.
I think people were like really excited to see Tricarian to see if I could fit in the gist of the game in a minute. So, I mean, I know like my videos are not meant to give you a full breakdown of every single rule in the game. Like that's not what they're meant for. They're just meant to kind of give you what the gist of the game is, right? So I feel like I accomplished that with Tricarian to try to give people the gist of it.
Yours are the videos that the local game stores, when they're open again, should have running on their closed circuit TVs.
Yeah, someone already reached out to me and said if she could play my videos on a loop at her game store, and I was like,
think
yeah,
you should provide
Awesome.
a loop of those things. Like that is just good marketing for you.
Yeah. All right. Next up is wheat.
Ooh.
Wow. Was that dealer's choice was wheat? Why would I do that to myself?
And Sarah, do you have like a challenge video that you have in your mind, like going through Eclipse or Twilight Imperium in what minute? Or something
That would
like
be
that?
awesome.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sure. I'm asking you if you have a challenge video that you can see in your future, like trying to explain Twilight Imperium or Eclipse in 1 minute.
Gosh, no, I think my next biggest challenge will be Brass Birmingham,
Oh,
the game I love. So that's going to be my next big challenge. Actually, you know what? Tricarian didn't end up being as difficult as Chocolate Factory because when I was doing Chocolate Factory, the crates kept on falling down. I think I had to do like at least like 50 takes for Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
Oh, that reminds me. Josh actually asked me to remind him that he needs to talk to you about how you put your components in your hand without dropping them. That seems to be a very nice skill to have when doing board game videos.
Yeah, no, I just have the components like scattered around on the table and I just pick them up when I need them. So
do you put them in like a specific order or do you just like go, that's what I need and then
yeah, so like when I start, like I said, it takes me many takes to get a video right. So as I'm doing it, I know where to start moving certain pieces depending on when I'm going to pick them up. So that's why it takes me at least 20 takes to do a video because I'm refining it as I go along. Like, okay, this component should be here. This one should be here. I'm going to pick this one up. Oh shit, sorry. I just knocked my components off on my board. But I remember where it was. Don't worry.
Yay.
All right.
That's a skill that I have because my cat often, Pete and I meet every Friday to work on, Tiny Towns or the Tiny Towns expansions or whatever. And I have a cat that, just loves messing with board game pieces. So I've gotten really good at just like having to make that mental memory of where my pieces are at all times.
Yeah, luckily Dobby is sleeping right now. Otherwise, this would be a disaster.
Dobby, is that the name?
My cat, yeah.
Oh, that is such a good name. Our dog is named Muggles.
Oh,
So, you know, and I had told my wife we need to find a big floppy-eared, you know, dog that we can name Dobby. So
next resource was wood, everybody. Next resource was wood.
Wood sucks.
Yep.
Thought we had player's choice. Wood, player's choice.
Well, we're about to have player's choice.
Sorry, thank you.
Well, I could trade that out for
My board is looking pretty cozy.
Cozy is definitely how I would describe my board too.
I am confused by my board right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, show us your board. Why you're confused?
Well, I've got a building in all four in three of the four corners, and I've got a warehouse full of stuff, and my purple building here is the prison forge, and so I'm trying to build two buildings at once with the prison forge. I'm generally confused when I'm trying to build one building at a time, and so
Got you.
Next up is player's choice.
Player's choice. Now I'm going to build 3 buildings at once, so this should be interesting.
I think once I heard Josh saying that he was building 6 buildings at a time, and I don't know how you can do that. Literally, I cannot imagine 6 pieces at a time of the board.
You played 300 games of this.
That's how you do it.
Do I need a coin to build a parsonage?
No, you do not. You just need to have the same number of coins as you have cottages.
But if you have 0, then you'll lose all of your coins, which means you get it for free. So building parsonages when you have no coins is a good move.
Okay, I'm building a parsonage in Millstone.
Josh, Kurt is saying that, does your cat take one of each color or all of them in an area? His cat likes to take one of each color to make things even harder and missing from the game.
My cat specifically likes to take a glass, a brick, and a wheat and make a cottage out of them. She's a very sophisticated cat. She wins most board games.
Next resource is wood.
Wood is the next call, Todd?
Wood.
You know, the expansion to Cat Lady is coming out soon, and you can play solo in it now. And I designed a way so you could play against your cat specifically, and so I can officially say that my cat has beaten me at Cat Lady.
Nice.
All right, folks. Next one, unfortunately, is another wood.
Wow.
The back wood.
I just started my second warehouse. I think that's going to come in handy.
I hate it.
Yeah, I can see there's double wood stuck on your warehouse. Like, oops, right?
And I built Estival Festival and a parsonage, but I had no coins, so there was no loss for the parsonage.
Emily's saying that this is the first time she's using the Prism Forge, and she's loving it.
Nice. This is a good setup for it, I think.
All right,
especially Tavern and Jeweler.
Yep, we're going to end this run of the deck with a player's choice. That is 2 full run-throughs of the deck.
Yeah.
So how's everybody feeling?
Okay.
Let's hear some scores.
I'm going to build 2 millstones right now.
While I'm reshuffling, I'm going to tell everybody we have 2 more deals running on the online store right now as well. Not only the big smash up one that everyone's so excited about, but we also have until the end of this month, we're selling Guildhall Fantasy. You can get all 4 editions of Guildhall Fantasy for less than the price of 2. Each one of those is a fully standalone card game, and you can mix and match from them. So there's a ton of variety in that. It's a great deal, super fun game. Definitely don't miss out on Guildhall. And then we also just began the other day our deal on The Captain is Dead. We have The Captain is Dead episodes 2 and 3. That's Lockdown and Dangerous Planet, available on our store for 35% off. Oh. And each one of those is a fully standalone game. 2 completely different adventures. They use the same basic rule set. So once you learn how to play one, you can play both. But it's a very different experience, and it's a co-op for up to 7 players. So definitely check out The Captain is Dead at alderactstore.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Todd. Todd, I have a request, a special request for you from David Bauer. He's saying, please, 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 no more wood or stone. Please.
I mean, I could take them out of the deck, but I don't think that would accomplish much.
Oh, yes.
I think David's...
All right, here we
go. Do you have a day job, a non-gaming day job?
Oh, sorry, were you talking to me? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm an attorney. I'm a legal aid attorney. So we provide free representation to people who are lower income and can't afford an attorney otherwise in civil areas. So specifically, I'm a housing attorney. So I help people who are about to lose their housing benefits or be evicted.
Nice.
So that's what I do. Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
Okay, next round begins with Brick.
Oh, brick is good. Brick is good.
Good.
Brick was my choice, but that is still good. I'm still happy with that.
So David, there you go. No wood, nor stone.
Actually, one more stone would be good. Just I could use just one more.
Well, let's find out what you get. It is glass.
Oh,
Nice.
glass is good. Glass is good. And the next one's going to be dealer's choice.
It will be. So let's go ahead and call that. There's choice.
That's a difficult choice here.
All right, I am double building. Making a millstone and a cottage.
Wow. I am bad at this game. I don't think I want to take that one with my dealer's choice. That would be a mistake. I'm going to take a yellow.
Katerina is saying that that's admirable, Sarah. That's awesome what you do. And she knows that you're also an elephant ambassador. Can you tell me what an elephant ambassador is? That's
Sure. So for most of my life, I love animals, so I can't stand to see them abused or hurt in any way. So I've volunteered at an elephant sanctuary twice. So I joined their ambassador program where I try to educate people about the abuses that elephants go through for the various tourist industries like trekking, circuses, and elephant massages, elephant paintings, festivals. All of those, the elephants, anytime you see an elephant doing something it would not do in the wild naturally, you should know that it's been abused and tortured into submission to be scared, in order to make them do that. So I try to encourage people to visit ethical sanctuaries and view elephants in the wild rather than partaking in these activities, which continues their, tortured, miserable lives.
The smarter the animal, the more you have to sort of break it down to get it to learn, right?
Yeah, I mean, if people are interested, just Google Phajan, that's Phajan. That's the torture process used to force elephants into submission. It's really horrific, so.
On a lighter note.
Yes.
A lighter note, we'll give you some brick.
Ooh, brick. We like brick. And I'm going to put that on here, give myself some options in my warehouse, and I'm going to build, I am going to build a, I am going to build that thing.
So, I know what contest we're going to do today.
Ooh.
Today, we are going to give away a copy of Santa Monica, the exciting new beachfront building game by Josh Wood. Everyone in the chat, the first person who can tell us the average natural lifespan of an African elephant will win.
I love that. That's awesome.
And I hope you know the answer because I don't, and I have to see who.
I have no idea, so I'm going to get you one.
Way to fake it till you make it, Todd.
Exactly.
You were close to faking it till you made it, Todd. All you have to do is say, I'm keeping it a secret.
Yeah. Well,
play Santa Monica. It's just so pretty. I love the aesthetic of that game. Like, I'm so happy you guys sent it to me. Like, that's really awesome.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That yeah. My friend and I, we spent a lot of time just making sure that, and then the graphic designer, of course, Bridget.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time making sure that game just looks super pretty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That yeah.
Got a little echo there.
Well, I'm having to open up my.
Yeah.
So I could check the answers. Let's see. It looks like the first correct answer.
Oh, you're looking at it? Thank you.
I am. The first correct answer in the proper span was Julian Liner, who said 60 years. And the lifespan is 60 to 70 years. So we're going to call that one the winner.
Okay.
Congratulations, Julian.
Excellent. Julian Liner, please contact us on the Facebook Messengers area of our page, and we will get in touch with you to send you your prize.
All right. Following the brick, we have a brick. These are so nice. I named it twice.
Are you serious, Todd?
Yep.
I'm building a tavern.
Oh,
Still not
beautiful.
wood or stone, so David must be happy.
Kurt says 2 years for birth of them. Yeah, I did know that they have. I think they have the longest gestation period of any animal.
Yep.
And generally, if you just like, you know, a quick way to just sort of know the gestation period of an animal, the bigger it is, the longer it is.
Yeah.
That is a good rule.
Oh, Julian is being very nice. Apparently, Julian already won Santa Monica from us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to scroll down, and the next answer within that range was Bill Coons, who had the answer correct as well. So, Bill, you can contact us via Facebook. All right, next one's a player's choice.
Next one is a player's choice. I am.
Ooh. All right, I am going to go with a wheat.
Me too.
Angelica Lazari is saying, hi, Sarah.
Oh, hi.
Billy's so happy. Woohoo! And Richard is saying that he signs up for a few minutes and then he misses the giveaway. That happens, Richard.
All right, next one is a stone.
Yes, good stuff. I am
somewhat
making my second warehouse and a millstone. Are you laughing?
You love the second warehouse.
I love building a second warehouse. Well, I have Estival Festival, so I'm really trying to spend as few coins as possible.
Yeah, I have Hollow Hill, so like I had a similar thought that like I want to not spend coins.
All right, following the stone is a glass.
That's exactly what I needed.
That's
I'm double building a cottage and a jeweler.
nice.
This is a Travis Shamockery. I only joined to embarrass myself today because I wanted to meet Sarah, and now I am happy that I met Sarah, but I am embarrassed by my.
Thank you.
All right, following glass is player's choice.
Oops.
Oh, Vlad, earthquake.
Yeah.
I'm
Myself is
building-
weird today.
What were the last two calls before?
I'm building a millstone.
I think we had stone glass, player's choice, and then we had something else, right, Todd?
Nope, we've had stone, glass, player's choice, and then
Okay, we're good.
that's what we got.
All right, I think I gotta play smart now.
Always a good idea.
Stone, glass, players.
Nope, I'm gonna play risky. Sorry, change my mind.
Caught up, Kelsey?
Oh, I don't have any idea what I'm supposed to do here. I have really played badly.
All right, I'm going to go on for everyone else. We have another glass.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
So yeah, I'm done. I can't do anything else.
All right. Well, I think we're going to see people dropping off pretty regularly now.
I'm not far behind you.
Not me. I've got 2 warehouses. Keep them coming.
Okay, all right. How about a
I don't know if you can see that, but that's what mine looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
All right. Here's a wheat for everybody.
Yes.
Oh, that is so bad.
Yeah, we still
That
don't
wasn't
have any.
that wasn't
suggestions
wheat.
chat.
That was just one wheat, right?
Yes, it was just one wheat. I was just
We
reading
had
Yeah.
stone glass, player's choice. Glass wheat, player's choice.
And player's choice again.
Player's choice again. I will build a cottage.
So I'm going to give Ryan just a minute to chat here. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Space Base online as a break. Every Friday lately we've started playing Space Base instead of Tiny Towns, trying out some new at-home rules we have for it. Ryan, why don't you tell them what they can expect and what they need to have ready to play?
Yes. So Space Base at home is just like playing Space Base with your friends. You will need a copy of Space Base. You will set up your game board just like you were going to play a normal game of Space Base. You'll set up all of your sectors, and you will get the outpost set up, and you will build a market just like you would normally, except you're only going to put 4 ships in each market level instead of 5. And the way the game works is we have a special dice-o-matic AI who will play as player number 1 and player number 3. And everybody in the world, including the people on our stream, play as player 2 at the same time. So the robot plays, and then you play, and then the robot plays. And we think it does a very good job of simulating a space-based game. It's just like you're playing with your friends at home. It takes about an hour, and you can use the Shy Pluto expansion if you want to, but we don't put the Shy Pluto cards in our setup so we don't accidentally spoil anything for anybody.
Very cool. Very cool. So everybody tune in tomorrow, same time, right here, and play some Space Base with us.
Absolutely.
Next is wood.
Oh,
Wood.
It had to happen, Josh.
I have exactly 5 spaces left on my board. My monument needs 5. It has 1 wood in it, but I have a full boat of coins right now. So like I'll build it, but I'm looking for wheat, brick, and stone right now.
All right. Well, next one is going to be wheat.
Woohoo!
And then, of course, player's choice. We'll finish out this run of the deck.
I am building a fruitless cottage.
All right. That is our 3rd run through the deck. How many people here on the stream with AEG are still in?
I am still going. I just made a
still
drawer
going.
and a cottage.
I feel like Pete's gonna go for.
Yeah, Pete has half of his board built.
I've got 6 empty spaces.
Okay. And we have the first result from the chat. It's from David Bauer. He only has 36 today. He's still having beat his highest score of 48, but he's going on with those scores.
Only 36.
Oh, yeah, right. Only
Yeah.
36.
The coins count for as a victory point at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
unspent coins are 1 point
Unspent
each.
coins are 1 point.
All right. We're going into the 4th run through of the deck.
Let's see some stone.
Let's see what we see.
You know, when Pete and I were first designing this expansion, there was no limit on the number of coins you could get. And there was ways to generate coins a little easier. You know, there's some buildings that are easy to generate coins with. And I just remember thinking like we have to like cap it, because it became this like weird unfun thing, because we wanted people to have to spend the coins, because people just would end the game. They're like, yeah, I have like 8 coins, you know.
I made a mistake. I had accidentally grabbed a jeweler building instead of the parsonage building when I built my parsonage. So I just fixed that, just so you guys know I'm not cheating, but I remember I built a parsonage.
Appreciate the honesty.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. We do a thorough auditing of every board at the end of the episode.
You're allowed to make any changes necessary as long as your name is not Josh Wood.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off this 4th run is going to be wood.
Ooh.
That's not stone. That is not
Right.
stone.
I am ooh, am I going to take that out of my warehouse or am I going to spend a coin? I'm going to spend 1 coin to change that into a stone and then build my monument.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit here on this 4th run. So following that wood is another wood.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What?
2 warehouses. I'm telling you, 2 warehouses is the only way. It is saving me.
So Tori's saying that she has 0 points, but it's because she's still waiting for her copy of Tiny Towns to arrive.
No.
All right, player's choice following that.
I'm out.
All right, dropping like flies. Next one is glass.
Yeah, Leslie's out with 35.
Following that glass is going to be glass.
Wow.
Yeah, this
dear.
all killed it.
Oh
All
man.
right.
Now
I
we need
will
double stone.
spend a coin to make that into a wheat to build a cottage. That's going to be negative points for me.
It may not be good, but I'm very consistent.
All right.
Dealer's choice, right, Todd?
Yep.
That's good. I'm making a parsonage.
All right. You have that done. Brick. Brick.
Okay.
Following
Amy's
the
saying that she's out with 39, but now she has a new high
Wow. That's great.
Awesome.
That's
score. Yeah.
enormous score for this setup.
Following that
Yep.
brick, we got a stone.
Oh yes.
I'm going to put that stone in my warehouse to take out a wood so I can finish up my town.
All right. Player's choice after that stone.
And I am out.
All right. So Pete, you're the only one left, right?
Yep. Keep
All
it
right.
coming.
Rapid fire, Pete. Here we go.
I
Wheat.
can handle it. Wheat, that's bad.
The
All right,
question
I'm
is
gonna
if
double
I can
build.
handle it.
That's true. I'm double building a millstone and a cottage to earn a coin.
Yeah, make him play quickly so he messes up and
All right.
Ooh.
Brick.
gets today.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that to Pete. Pete's showing
Brick.
us his mastery today.
What was that called, Todd?
Brick.
Break.
Brick is wonderful. Okay.
Player's choice.
Choice.
Okay. Pete's
Okay.
choice.
I do like how Pete
Wood.
has shown his board the whole time, so people playing at home can see
Wood is not too hot. I'm gonna put that into my warehouse full of wood, put down the glass, and make a tavern. All right.
Wheat.
Wheat.
Ooh, exactly like
Awful.
last run.
Okay.
Wow.
Player's choice.
I'm gonna move all the cubes so people can actually see what Pete is building.
All right. That is a 4th entire run of the deck. So
All right.
how
I need just one more resource. I need a stone.
All right, hang on. Showing everybody that I am shuffling really well here, not looking.
So Sarah, do you have any? So now that you're kind of an ascendant star in the reviewing area of gaming, do you have any like gaming industry hopes for yourself now? Is it something that you'd like to do? Are you trying to? Are you just doing it for fun? Are you wanting to build a business out of it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to build a business out of it. I honestly don't know. I really like it. It's a lot of fun, and the fact that people find value in my videos is really flattering, and I really appreciate that. But I don't know if I could make a living out of it. I don't know how much money someone would earn doing this for a living. So
It's a slow burn, right? So you start with free games, which you're obviously starting to get free games, and then you get some work doing videos for companies, which it looks like you're starting to do a little bit of that too. And then you get a bunch of followers, and some people are able to sort of turn those followers into a regular business, and some people use that sort of stardom and the followers they get to sort of launch into a marketing or sales or other position in the gaming industry. So it's
a lot of paths.
Yeah.
It's not just a coin flip. You're on the right path at this point.
I mean, if a publishing industry needs an attorney,
Here we
Definitely.
go, Pete.
All right.
Brick.
That's not stone. Okay.
So Sarah, you actually were telling us about before the stream started that
Oh, I gotta think. I gotta do some min-maxing here. I gotta think about my options. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, that you were actually building your board game because you want to deliver a message with a board game that you're building.
Oh,
Can you tell us about that?
Sure. It's a very slow work in progress. I've had David Turgsley has been a huge help. He gave me some tips when I needed that. I'm creating a board game, a worker placement game about rescuing elephants and placing them into sanctuaries. So yeah, I want to create a game that can be both educational and fun, hopefully, to educate people about elephants.
That'll never work. I mean, Elizabeth Hargrave really tried to do that with the bird game, and now
totally failed.
Like nobody wants to play it.
Nobody wants that, right?
Sales there for that stuff.
Yeah.
No one cares what people are passionate about. What they
Look, it's just orcs and zombies. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, I fight for our orcs and zombies on a regular basis, and thank God I've started losing that fight.
All right, Todd. I'm ready for whatever you're gonna throw at me.
Did you see the glass that I already threw at you?
No, that's terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna take my
He wasn't ready for that.
with stone. All right, and that is the end of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some extra resources on the board, and then I'm gonna go to the chat with Dot.
For those of you that are even better than me.
Let's begin.
Pete, how many? Sorry, real quickly, Pete. How many points is your festival?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Then I have a
Not secret.
chance.
Right, let's start going around the room here and find out how everyone did. Josh, how did you do today?
I got 35 points today.
Nice.
35. Very good. All right. Sarah.
I hope I calculated this correctly, but I think I got 22.
All right.
Good
Awesome.
job.
Very good. Vlad, you were not playing today, right? You were
No,
just running.
sir.
All right. John, how did you do today?
I got 30 today. I got 30. I had an orphan parsonage, unfortunately, so no points for that guy.
All right. And Ryan, how did you do?
21.
21. All right.
Like
All right. And now our late comer, the one running everything over. Pete, how'd you do?
I think I have. Oh, math is hard. I've got 33.
That is hard.
Ooh.
All
Yeah,
that
that's
work.
33. If you had called stone for either one of those resources, I would have had 35 or 36, depending.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sarah
All
Scully is out with 39. Really good score. Emily is out with 30. Julian is out with 33. Thomas is out with 32. Amy is out with 30. David is out with 20. And I think the best score of today is Amy Kaiser with 40 points.
Wow.
Well done, Amy.
Very good.
All right. Well, Sarah, is there anything else?
And Leslie got the same score as me. I know we were playing at the same monument, so good job.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk to the folks at home about, or?
I guess I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches my videos. I mean, this wouldn't have been possible without you guys. I mean, to see my face near Elizabeth Hargrave's on that little ad, with that, never thought my face would be anywhere near hers. So, I mean, this is just really, it's all so surreal. So thank you.
That's awesome. It's been awesome having you on. Definitely come back. We'd love to have you back again another time to play.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Again, everybody. Oh, yeah. And again, everybody, make sure you tune in tomorrow for Space Base. Same time, 12 Pacific. And everybody, stay healthy, and we will see you then.
Bye, everybody. Nice meeting you, Sarah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Everybody,
Sarah.
stay safe.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.